Niceash.
Alright guys, we are back.
We're back. It's been a minute, but we are here.
And this is, as usual, our second run at recording an episode to get it through because as things tend to happen,
We have technical difficulties.
of course, what can go wrong did go wrong. But we're going to put that in the past. We're going to move on and have just as good as an episode as we did with that last one. So, Mr. Destroyer, what is new? What is going on?
It was a long off season for us.
Yeah.
We had, for a while we had weddings and birthdays and you name it going on. And one thing that I did want to touch back on is you told a story when we tried filming this episode the last time about your trip to Vegas because you and your wife went to Vegas, bought some cigars. Tell them what happened.
Yeah, so we were in Vegas, my wife and I, and as you guys probably know, my wife smokes cigars and knows her stuff, but we walk up to, and to give them a little bit of grace on this one, it wasn't a cigar shop. We went to the casino, like just kind of an overall shop. They got a little bit of liquor, snacks, and cigars and stuff there. And my wife goes up to the counter to get a cigar, and the first thing the lady goes to do is just go and grab her I'm not going to say the name of the cigar, but a cheap, very cheap flavored cigar. So
Flavored, no.
Right off jump. Oh, here, I have something for you. Here you go. And my wife kind of looked at her and was like, actually, no, I want something that's not infused. What else do you have? So the next thing she does is she goes and she gets the cheapest non-infused stick. And goes to hand that off to my wife. And my wife looks at her as if she was just insulted. And I felt bad for my wife just because of the judgment that she received from this lady.
I get it.
And then we're looking and we're like, oh, you know what? Actually, could you take a look at that stick right there? I think it was La Flor de Antillas or something along those, and Antillas, something like that. One of my father's sticks. I mean, we even said that. Oh,
Flor de la yeah, I know what you mean. I can't pronounce
one of those, yeah. And one of those my father's sticks back there. And so the lady, in all seriousness, just looks at her. Oh, you want a cigar for your father? And it's just like,
holy cow!
No,
you just cringe more and more.
So guys, when you're out there, don't judge a book by its cover. Realize not all girls that smoke cigars just want a little dainty, infused, cheap cigar. All right, don't just judge people, and realize some big tough guys like an infused stick.
Absolutely, we get them here all the time.
I was gonna say I've seen people go up there and buy a little Tatiana or tobacco or something along those lines, and they truly enjoy them. So.
I mean, when people come into the shop, to be honest, and I've never seen them before, I don't know what they're looking for, and they say they're looking for a cigar, they ask me for a recommendation. I ask them if they smoke, what kind of flavors they like. Do they like just the natural tobacco, or do they like to have something infused, or strength-wise, or wrapper shade? You got to get information before you just suggest something. You can't just say, oh, it's a woman, she's going to want a small flavored cigar.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that was interesting, but Vegas was great. Got to do the free helicopter ride over Vegas.
Nice.
And yes, you can actually get that for free if you do the little timeshare tours.
Oh, yeah.
And I said no a million times to even thinking about doing it, but my wife really wanted to try the helicopter, and I said, all right, we'll give it a shot. I don't believe it. There's no way this is true. And actually, yeah, if you go on the little tour, you say no a million times, you can get handed, 2 tickets to a helicopter ride or whatever else other prizes they had there. So,
from what I understand, timeshares are a nightmare. And if you get into them, if you want to get out, you're not getting out anytime soon.
So just say no, do the tour, get the free prize. Whatever they're giving out is actually pretty cool. I didn't believe it would happen, but we had a great experience out of that.
Well, excellent. And so we had a little meeting not too long ago, and we knew we were coming back to getting some episodes going and bringing you guys content. And if you've seen any of our older episodes, you're going to see a different surrounding here. And we just took the initiative that instead of shooting the episodes inside the lounge proper, we were going to do it actually on the sales floor. Because when you're in the lounge, you got members that are paying to be there all year long, and they want to have some quiet, they want to be able to watch TV, and when we're back there shooting an episode, obviously we got to turn volume down on the TV, people aren't comfortable talking, even though we encourage participation. Not everybody wants to get involved and be on camera and have their voice heard.
Sports game or something.
Oh yeah, God, it's Buffalo. If there's a Bills game or a Sabres game and to expect to turn the volume down, it's just absolutely brutal. So we figured this might be a little bit better spot to try this out. So let us know what you think of the surroundings. It's kind of nice over here.
Okay, so I think it's time we talk about what we're smoking.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of our cigars of the week next coming week. Every week we do a different cigar where we offer a 20% discount, and this week we're doing the Cavalier, and I want to make sure we got a few different Cavaliers, and I want to make sure I'm giving you the right one here. Let's see. So this one I'm smoking right now has the light blue band and the gold foil label. And this is the Viso Jalapa.
Okay.
And it's, I mean, Cavalier, I want to say it's a newer brand of cigar. It's new to us. They haven't been on the market too long, but it's definitely very new to us. And these Viso Jalapas have taken off. We got the Viso Jalapa and we've got the black, and they're both really popular. I actually kind of prefer the black because I like the darker wrapper. It's just got a little bit more richer flavor, but this Viso Jalapa has been popular throughout the line. We got a lot of people buying these and just enjoying the heck out of them.
And you know, it's funny. I had the black recently, and I had that guy actually, I want to say about a year ago. And even though I tend to prefer more strong, bold, punchier sticks, I found that I preferred that one a little bit more. I don't know, something. It's very smooth. And I don't know, there's just something about the flavor that works for me. So that just, I guess it goes to point out how, you know, your palates can, I don't even want to say palates can change necessarily, but like, I like stronger sticks, you like stronger sticks.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Cavalier, you prefer the black, I prefer this guy,
yeah,
flavor-wise.
Yeah, right.
I think that's something that's very interesting about cigars in general. I myself today, I'm smoking the 601 Maduro.
That's a great one.
And this is my first time, and I'm definitely thoroughly enjoying this. I'm getting a ton of like black coffee, deep, dark pepperiness kind of going on there, a little bit of woodiness. I've read on it that I'm going to get, you know, as I hit towards that second, third, some chocolate notes really kicking out, so I'm looking forward to that popping up.
Yeah.
Just an incredible stick, I would say, so far.
That's probably one of the best things about cigars. You can start with one flavor, and it just evolves as you get into it, and you just pick up all these different things that you didn't get right at the beginning, and I don't know how they managed to do that, but you know what? I'm not the master roller.
Yeah, exactly. They know what they're doing. We were talking with Travis Pappenheim from Altadis, and he calls them master chefs, which is, I mean, it's true. They're using ingredients, they're using the tobacco, the different leaves, different primings of the leaves, whether they're at the top, at the bottom, different wrappers, different binders, and different proportions. Even the same cigar in different shapes or different sizes will have different flavors based on the way that it burns, and obviously there's oil in the tobaccos, and the oil is going to burn differently based on the shape or the amount of filler tobacco. All of that is involved in it, and it's just, it's really such a deep rabbit hole that you can go down.
Makes sense. I mean, it really does.
Which is why I love the hobby, because it's endless. They're constantly coming out with new blends. You do end up with your favorites, but it's just little tweaks, just changing the wrapper. You know, same blend, different wrapper, and you can have.
Oh like yeah, it's amazing how much just that little caveat will just switch everything up for you. Yeah. But I want to give watchers this little background on the Cavalier cigars. It's just a great story. So Cavalier Geneve was founded by Sebastian Decapit, originally from, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize, Sebastian. Originally from Geneva, Switzerland, after having lived in Don Lee, Honduras in his early 20s. There he had been learning and working the premium cigar processes with Aiden Perez from the San Judas Tadeo factory, to mention only one. Encounter after encounter with people such as David Rojas, Honduran artist that became a dear friend of Cavalier Geneve's family, creator of the horse, and the man design that became the brand's logo. So, you know, you got somebody that came from actually Switzerland and went to Honduras to learn the culture of the cigars and started a company.
That's very interesting. It reminds me a little bit of Greg. Actually, not gonna put him on the spot, but we're gonna rope him in and get him on here because I think he went to Honduras as well.
He did. He was in South America. I believe it was Honduras. I think you're correct.
Yeah, all right, we'll rope him in, Mr. Gregorio, who rolls the cigars here. But anyways, we'll move back to this guy here that you're smoking. What are you getting out of there?
It started out very light. So when I first, and this is the second one of these cigars that I've had, and I got the same experience, so I know it's consistent. So when I first lit it, I got just some mild tobacco flavor. This, from our label and the research we did when we set up the label, it should be a little bit stronger. It should be like a mid to higher strength cigar, but it didn't take long after I lit it where the pepper started coming in, the white pepper, nice spice, kind of a woodsy flavor. And it's like we talked about with the 601. It's still evolving. I'm starting to get that little bit of cocoa in there, and I'm expecting more.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting cigar. Now I think I gotta re-pick that one up.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. It's like sometimes you can grab a cigar, and you may say, "Oh, this isn't what I expected," and it's very rare and odd for an established brand, but you can get a cigar and you just happen to grab the one that's got a little bit of variance to it, and it's not like the rest of the lot.
I mean, you're working with a handmade product,
right?
And they're making thousands of them. So even when they do have the highest quality control checks, I mean, it's leaves bunched up,
yeah,
in proportions that have been torn by a human hand. It's art. We're talking about obviously that we have a hand rolled product, artisan product.
Yeah,
you're going to get variations. You definitely want to try at least, if you're getting a new cigar, give it at least 2 or 3 different sticks that way, so you can kind of get a good generalization of the flavor, just in case. I don't even want to say you pick up a dud, but I mean, one leaf that's been hanging and curing in one hand of tobacco, which is what they call it, as they're like hanging them and curing them, versus another, you're gonna have some subtle variation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's completely natural, and there's nobody can control that. Unless you're getting a super high-end cigar and you're spending like $50 on a stick, you're not going to have trial and error where I didn't like that one, I'm going to try it again.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
So definitely give them a shot. Don't be like me and just light it up, give it 5 minutes, decide that that's not the flavor I wanted to get out of the stick, and just give up, because I'm learning, I'm working patience. This is definitely a hobby of patience, sitting back, relaxing, enjoying the time, enjoying the flavors, enjoying the people and conversation.
And on the upside, you're just finding a bunch of unbelievably great cigars.
Absolutely.
And your catalog is growing, and you got plenty of stuff to enjoy. So it's okay to have something that's not hitting it out of the park like everything else is.
Exactly. It's about discovery.
Now, just this past weekend, we had a little bit of a celebration in the lounge, if you remember.
Something, you know.
What exactly were we celebrating?
I don't know. Somebody had a birthday. They're getting old now. I don't know if I want to talk too much about it.
They're getting old. As you put it was your Jesus year.
Mm-hmm. 33.
33 years old.
I made it.
Man, happy birthday.
I want to say thank you to everybody that showed up. The Destroyer here definitely hooked me up with a great gift of quite a few delicious cigars. And thank you to everybody that showed up and showed your support. I really do appreciate it. We had a great time, played some poker. My wife, she won. I did not. I was a little bit sad, but at the same time, very proud of her. Although last year I won poker.
Yeah.
So I wanted that to be the tradition. I got quad aces last year too, just to show you how amazing that was.
That's a birthday gift.
Was a good time anyways. I love it. I love the fact that we play poker here all the time.
Yeah, and Crystal is just winning a lot lately.
She's a monster, man. She really is. So, man, yeah. Cheers to you, babe. Good job.
Awesome work, Crystal. I plan on winning next time.
We'll see. Hey, man, it's coming up. A couple more days to the next game.
Yeah.
So
we try to do it every Saturday, and that's one of the great things about the lounge is there's people with similar interests. Obviously everybody likes cigars. That's why they're here. But the poker, the sports, we do the Buffalo Bills games when they're on.
Those are the best.
Oh.
Yeah, the Bills games are awesome. It's great having a cigar and just being able to get loud and enthusiastic about your team here and not scared of neighbors. You know?
And the season is coming quick.
The season is coming, man. We're getting there. This is our year.
Yeah, this year. We said that last year, but this is our year.
Man, the team's going to get back together. The team's going to get healthy. Go Bills.
Go Bills, man. They can't say that enough.
Oh, man.
So we got some, we're looking ahead into this podcast and what we got planned for the future. We got some great things planned for the future. We're going to try and get some special guests from some high-level people within the cigar industry to get them on for either live here in the shops interviews or through Zoom type interviews, and just we want to bring you as much quality content as we can, because this is a passion that we both share and we want to spread it, and there's a lot of people out there that are interested in this and just can't get enough.
Yeah, we definitely got some exciting stuff lined up.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were just speaking to somebody tonight. The cigar world is amazing because of the people you will meet. Everybody comes together in that lounge. I mean, you meet people from all levels. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, you got lawyers, legislators, you got construction workers, you got IT guys, you got the whole gamut. You never even know. You could be sitting and chatting with a guy for an hour and realize that they're doing something insane with their life. And it's awesome to see and meet people like that.
Yeah, so, and we, like you were saying, we just got done having a brief chat with a local legislator who is working very closely with a state senator, and now we are coordinating getting them on to talk about the New York State tax on premium tobacco and what's going on with cigars in New York State, which is completely unconstitutional and criminal, but I don't want to get on my soapbox right now. I'm going to try.
Yeah, there's a lot of that type of stuff going on here in New York, but gotta take the bad with the good and try to work hard to fix that good. Hopefully you can do that, because a lot of people say, well, why don't you just move out of that state, if you don't like it? But it's like,
it's not that
you got
easy.
family, you got roots,
friends,
you got communities. You're not gonna find another lounge like this.
No, that's a fact.
People that we got,
that is a fact. I actually very briefly considered leaving New York State about 15 years ago. I took just a spur of the moment trip down south, went to South Carolina. Just had a lot of bad things going on here. My mom passed away. I ended a relationship. The best job I ever had ended. And I'm like, I just gotta pack up and get away for a while. And I very seriously considered for a split second leaving this area, moving and starting someplace else, and rethought it, and here I am.
All right. Well, it's tough around as we're getting towards the end of winter, I think, because it just feels like it's been so long that it's been cold and you've been trapped in the house, and that's when the thoughts of, man, maybe moving down south would be nice,
Especially this year, we had 2 back-to-back absolutely brutal blizzard storms with unprecedented snowfall.
Yeah, man, it has been nuts, I gotta say, but I couldn't imagine watching a Bills game somewhere else.
No, God, no. Absolutely not.
And just knowing that the next Sunday you're still not going to be in Buffalo. And like, the fans out here are crazy. I don't know how we decided this is going to be our football episode, apparently, even though we're out of season. But
so last season, you and I went out in the snow and did snow angels for a Bills win. And I had said, if the Bills do win the Super Bowl in Buffalo style, I am going through a table.
Woo! All right, there you go. That is, we're gonna remember this. Right here, you're gonna mark it about the destroyer destroying a table. That'll be awesome.
So yeah, that's just some of the stuff that's going on. Like, this is why we haven't been around for a little while, but we're committed. We're back. We're gonna pick this thing up. We're gonna run with the ball and do everything we can to bring the best possible content that we can. We got the full support of Rob, the owner of Niceash, and Greg, the manager, and the cigar roller, and we're working on things. And I think if you just smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment. You know what? Submit a comment and tell us what you want to see. Give a suggestion. It can't hurt. You never know. You might come up with something that'll be a part of future episodes.
Absolutely. This is just the beginning of us getting back into this. Production's gonna start getting tighter now. We got some new equipment.
Yeah.
It's starting to look pretty cool in here, man.
Yeah.
We got some good things along the way coming up.
And we're just starting the countdown to an annual event coming up in October.
ASHFEST.
ASHFEST.
Oh man, if you want to just go someplace, have a good time with people, and leave with like a sack full of cigars, you need to check out ASHFEST. You really do.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk more about that in future episodes, because that's going to be in October. We're going to give you details on the sponsors, you know, where it's, well, we know where it's going to be and when it's going to be, but we're going to go deeper in detail at some point. So if you're interested, even if you're not in the area, if you want to be a part of something absolutely unbelievable in the cigar culture, you can get a ticket, you can come and be a part of it. Nobody's excluded.
Yeah, absolutely. My wife and I went to the first one last year. She was very hyped because she won an awesome set of cornhole.
I remember, man,
awesome
she wanted those
set.
things.
American flag. It was handcrafted by like a local sheriff. We were actually in the middle of the cigar rolling competition, which they had. Amazing experience that you get to roll your own cigar there.
Yeah.
So, which she won that as well. I don't know. That's shenanigans to me. I gotta see what
Shenanigans. She's winning poker. She's winning cornhole things.
Yeah. I disagree. I think I had the best rolled cigar there, which I still have actually. I haven't smoked yet, and I don't think she smoked hers. So maybe at ASHFEST we'll smoke those cigars or
There
something.
you go. And then roll another one.
Yeah,
Save it till
exactly.
next year.
That would be a cool little tradition. Oh man.
Yeah, so that's all we got for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us. We appreciate the support. Like I said, subscribe, like, comment, do all the little things, hit the little bell for notifications so every time we do upload a new episode, you're going to be made aware. The Rugged Man, the Destroyer, will be back soon, I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.